Yo everyone, it's Wax here, and today we have a special episode of Drawing Badly, where we're going to be talking about Milo of Croton, the godfather of the compound lift, and an absolute behemoth of a man. Milo is a historical figure. He almost certainly existed. All the great historians of his time referenced him, including both Herodotus and Aristotle. He lived alongside figures like Pythagoras. However, these old stories are so heavily shrouded by the mist of time they're nigh indistinguishable from legend. Here is the legend of Milo of Croton. 2,500 years ago, in a Greek colony in southern Italy, there lived a young wrestler named Milo. While he was out on his morning walk, he noticed a newborn calf grazing by the edge of the woods. It was odd to see a calf alone. Cows usually protect their young, especially here where wolves were known to hunt. Milo picked up the calf in his thin arms and carried it back to the herd. A newborn calf weighs only 60 pounds, but that was enough to leave Milo's muscles quivering from the exertion. He lay down in the meadow to catch his breath, then returned home for supper. The effort had awoken a fierce hunger inside of him. He ate far more than normal. Milo returned to the field the next morning. The calf had grown slightly larger, but so had Milo, and he could carry it up the hill once more. He returned every day for 4 years, carrying the calf in his arms, then the bull across his shoulders. His appetite kept pace with him. He consumed ever larger quantities of meat, bread, and heavily watered wine. As Milo grew, he became famous for his feats of strength. He would hold a pomegranate gently in his hand, careful not to bruise it, and dare others to wrest it from his iron grip. None could pry it from his hands. He would extend his arm, fingers splayed wide, challenging others to bend his fingers. None could budge even his smallest finger. He would stand on a greased iron disc, inviting others to push him off. None could move him. The feat he's most famous for, though, is carrying a full-grown bull across the length of the Olympic Stadium. He then set it down, roasted it, and ate it. According to legend, he ate the entire bull that day. Milo also trained as a wrestler, following a regimen created by his father-in-law, Pythagoras, the famed philosopher and mathematician. Under his tutelage, Milo won 6 Olympic wrestling championships, becoming the most renowned wrestler in ancient history. He was also a field warrior, said to resemble the mighty Heracles, also known as Hercules. He led the Crotonite army against the neighboring Sybarites, charging into the enemy lines draped in a lion-skin cloak, crowned by 6 golden Olympic garlands and brandishing a giant club. Milo of Croton's story ends like that of any Greek hero, with tragedy. Much later in his life, as he was out for his evening stroll, he spied a tree stump partially split and wedged open by a woodcutter. Seeing an opportunity to test his strength, Milo squeezed his fingers into the cleft and attempted to tear the trunk in two. However, the wedge came loose, and the trunk tightened around his fingers. He became trapped there, alone by the edge of the woods, unable to defend himself against the wolves known to hunt there. Or at least, that's how the story goes. No one can really say what happened that night in those dark woods. Thanks, guys, for checking that out. I hope you liked the story, and we're going to do a lot more of these kind of themed comic book things when we're doing our drawing stream. But let me know if you dig it in the comments below, man. Appreciate it.